What is up today, Old School RuneScape players? Today's gonna be a little bit different of an episode. Today is going to be about a couple comments I've been getting about people and dealing with false bans, and I have facepalmed yet again that I forgot that I am missing part of the big picture. So, and today I want to have a deep conversation, a very nuanced yapping, a lot of yapping. So if you don't like yapping, just click off now. But this is for those players specifically who are dealing with false bans or are scared of false bans from like real world trading or the macroing majors, stuff like that. Like, I have dealt with this type of stuff, so in this video I'm gonna tell you about my personal story and how I've been able to mitigate the false bans and talk about bans in general and stuff like that, and just how we can kind of protect our little empires that we're building. Okay, so buckle up. It's going to be a lot of talking today, but before that I want to just go over what I made from trades. It's been about 16 hours, and then I just kind of want to I'm just going to quickly get the math done for you guys, and then just show you how much we've been getting pure essence for 16 hours, so that I can keep telling you guys the rate of return that you'll get on pure essence, so we can get a more complete picture. So with that being said, let's hop right into it. I'm just going to jump cut to the next scene. So thanks everybody. Oh wait, yeah, thank you everybody for your support so far, and it means the world to me. So I hope I can get some questions answered here. And in case anybody doesn't realize that if you are cheating, the first thing you need to do is stop cheating, or else they're going to keep banning you. If I'm complaining about false bans and other people are getting complained about false bans, that means that the bot detection software is oversensitive. So if you're cheating, there's nothing this video is going to do for you. Okay, I just wanted to say that, like, stop cheating. If you're cheating, stop cheating. Okay. Now with that being said, now I'll cut to the video. Alrighty. So I put everything in the bank, and then I counted it all up. I added it up twice, and we got 2.207668 for total. So 16 hours. We made 137,979.25 total out of 20 accounts, 137,000 per hour. And if we take that times 20 per account, we did a little bit better rate than we did yesterday's rate. So so that much per hour in units. So let's just do 0.4. So we are making 2,759. We'll just round up 2,760 GP per hour at 1.4. Take that with a grain of salt. That can change any time. So at 1 p.m. Today, 2.8K an hour. Okay, that's how much we can make an hour. So if we do that times 24 hours, we're making 66K a day per account. Okay, yeah, it doesn't sound very good until you take that. That's why I love this. If you take this times 20, all of a sudden, per day. Gosh. Okay, yeah. 1.3 mil per day. Sounds pretty good to me. I don't know. I'm not playing the game, but I'm making that type of money, so that sounds. I've been doing this for over a year. And when I read that, I'm in disbelief saying it out loud. But it's just like, oh my god, we're in such a good spot right now. Because even if the bulkers all of a sudden start buying us for 0.2, like, we're still making 600K a day on 20 accounts. Yeah, it's a lot of upfront work to like make these accounts. Once you have them, they're yours forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So there's that. There's market update. 16 hours. We're averaging 2K per hour. 2.7K per hour per account. Trading pure essence right now. I don't have any information about any other runes, but I'll get you guys that information soon. I'm actually going to set up a few more accounts right after I shoot this video. I'm going to set up some other accounts and then test like fire runes out for you guys, because I've been making a lot of claims about the 4-6 margin, but I'll show you the rate of return. But yeah, so I'll set those up and I'll just add them to. It won't be fresh start, but it'll be fresh start. But yeah, okay, let's just move on. Alrighty, fresh start, episode 12, multi-account survival guide. This is kind of a long one, so buckle up and get your notepads out. Anyway, I'm just kidding. So I did my quick trade check real quick, obviously, but now we are just going to break down the risks of mass multi-scaping, because I forgot to really talk about the risks because I didn't really think about it, because it is all free to play. So if I don't know. To me personally, if I lose an account, yeah, it feels really bad. I get really anxious about it, but it's a free to play account. It's not like you wasted $12 a month on a member's account that you got a quest cape on or something like that. That's just how I see it. I mean, it's going to be different for all you guys, because I forget this is the start of your journey, so it is all of your accounts are very important to you. But as you get to 700, they are less and less important. But yeah, anyway, I understand. I just want to talk about everything I have gone through, so you guys can kind of do your own sort of risk assessment here. So my personal experience with multi-scaping, I made 2 more accounts over 20 years ago for PKing different things and stuff like that. 20 years ago, like I started playing 24 years ago, 23 to 24 years ago. I don't remember exactly. I was in 4th grade. I found it on miniclips.com. I was always interested in it. I had been experimenting with multi-scaping for years. I grew to having 4 mains, which I would try many different things: bandos, quad brutal black dragon, quad potion making, etc. I'd only been banned once, temp banned once for trying to scam when I was in 5th grade. It scared me straight. And then I'm bringing this up because I don't want you guys to think I'm squeaky clean, because I've broken the rules before, and I just wanted to be transparent and tell you guys about it. And then I got my mom to play when I was in 6th to 8th grade, but I don't remember. But then I found out about botting, and then I got one of those free bots, and I tried botting on her account. It got banned almost in the same day. So then it scared me even straighter. So that's my long history of cheating. But yeah, botting actually got me into multi-scaping even more, because I was curious how they made so much money doing crappy moneymakers. You know, like the beer and stuff like that. Everything they do, they seem to like the botters I see brag. They seem to brag about making like $10,000 a month, blah 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 blah. But then I realized it was about scale, and since no one was doing anything of scale because only botters did it because it was so hard, I had the idea that maybe there was money to be made doing that, since nobody was doing it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's doing all this stuff, but then this is kind of an unexplored area, and I thought maybe if I just kept experimenting, I could make a lot of money. Made my first 20 accounts doing the Gold Party Hat event on RuneScape 3. It burnt me out. After I did it, I didn't play, like, except for to trade for like a year. I stopped playing, but I made like 300 mil per hat. So that was my first taste of like a lot of money very quickly. Okay, I know that's not a lot of money for a lot of people, but I went from like my net worth being like 500 mil OSRS to like 6 bill or whatever the math is on fucking RuneScape 3. I then was hooked. I converted them to traders and experimented. I found out I could make a little bit of profit per account, but I wanted to see how far that would go, so I just kept adding one more, 2 more, 4 more, 8 more, 9 more, 10 more, 20 more, 20 more, 20 more, 60 more, etc., etc. I never ran into any issues until about 60 or 70 accounts. And I don't remember exactly. I hypothesized that it was my VPN. Okay, yeah, I forgot to put that in there, but I lost one account. And then I was like, huh, weird, that's crazy. I appealed to it. I said, like, yo, please, Jagex, I love you guys. Blah, 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 please give me my account back. And then I got some sort of automated response. So the only thing I could think of is I was using a VPN because the internet, VPN. Oh yeah, because VPN, I figured out that, like, because if you make too many accounts, some of you may have already ran into this, but if you make like a Jagex account and try making a bunch of accounts, like after 3 in a short period of time or 2 in a short period of time, they time you out and say that you like can't access and try it again later. I realized that if I used a free VPN, I could bypass that. But the one that was banned was on the VPN, so I think that was my hypothesis of why that got banned. It was pre-Jagex account, so making I had to make an email per account, but now with one email, you can make 20 accounts, so multi-scaping is better than it's ever been before. Right, so I think whatever, you know what I mean? I got timed out. Maybe it's different for everybody else, but whatever. One account ban scared the crap out of me. I kept making them regardless. I didn't get banned for another 20 accounts. I was still using the VPN on that account, but greedy. I was still using the VPN because I was greedy, because I was obsessed, so I kept the VPN on. The third account was then banned after 10 accounts. I finally gave up on the VPN, and then I could only make 3 accounts every 60 minutes without being timed out, and so every hour for the next 3 to 6 months or so, I was creating accounts. Then, one of my experiments, I forgot I used a $1 membership on 20 accounts because I wanted to see if it was better for me to invest a little bit of $1 memberships, which, if you don't know, they're on RuneScape 3 mobile app. You can scroll all the way to the right, and then you can have a $1 day membership to get the trade restrictions off. That's kind of like a life hack right there anyway, so yeah. So I tried it on 20 because I was wondering if I could just work extra overtime. If there wasn't a limit on how many accounts that I could buy membership for, I was going to seriously go from like 50 to like 65 hours a week so that I could just funnel a bunch of, that was my idea at the time. I was going to funnel all my overtime money. And I was like, I remember writing down how much I spent on, I ripped out my entire budget, everything I was spending money on, and then I found like an extra $50 I was going to spend on a RuneScape account, so that in accordance, with the accounts I was making 20 at a time with free to play, I was also going to be funneling cash into other accounts so that I could make more accounts per month. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, just to kind of give you an idea how obsessed I am with this, or was. I'm a lot less obsessed now, but now I'm obsessed with YouTube, and I'm giving you guys all my obsession, my old experiments. But anyway, I put the $20 on those 20 accounts, ran them on Tutorial Island, but that's all I had time for that night. Went to bed, woke up, went to work the next day, and then when I went on my phone to like see if one to just log in for some reason, I forgot what I was doing. They were banned. So then I was like, what the fuck? Lost 20 bucks. What the fuck? So I read that. I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of weird, Jagex. Like, all I did was I was about to spend a lot more money. Why are you doing this? And then they all of a sudden, mysteriously, 45 minutes later, all of those accounts were unbanned. No bans over 500 accounts except for that. After that happened, there's no more bans for 500 accounts until I tried to do a 60 account run after practicing a 9 to 20 at a time for a lot of runs, not runes, runs. Only half the accounts were banned though. So 60 of them were banned. I had no bans from VPN up to this point with 500 plus accounts until I ran 60 accounts. Okay, and only half of them were banned, and I'm pretty sure it was ones that were on higher populated worlds because I had 10 per world. Deduces because of my optimate account plus yeah, 10 per world. That's why. Because to run 60 accounts, you'll be on Tutorial Island for about 5+ hours, so it probably drew a lot of reports. So I made another 40 stack after and another 20 stack, but I did it live so that if Jagex fucking hit me again with their automated system, I could be like, yo, hey, fuck you guys, check out this link. You guys are false banning me and I have proof, but they didn't get banned. So there's a quick tip if you're this far. Just live stream it if you're worried about it. If you have the means to, you know what I mean? Get a camera in front of your face or something like that. Reveal yourself on some level, or make a video of you live streaming it with like your hands or something like that. Just show that you're, as much as possible, show that you're not cheating. Every single account that makes it past the 20 hours box splash section has survived. I've never lost an account past. If you can complete it and get it trading, that account is safe in my eyes forever. So the real world traders, commenter brought up that he is worried about real world trading, which I understand. But over the past 1 to 2 years, I have traded multiple bills to my main and cycled, swam the money through all of my accounts. But the thing is I use my main as the mule the entire time. Okay, I think that helped a lot because I've had an active membership for like almost 10 years straight now. Or a really long time, and it's got my name on the credit card and all this other stuff, and it's associated with other accounts because I pay for memberships on 4 accounts, I believe, premier memberships. So I recommend a couple things. It seems scary, but I think you should tie any and all alts you have to your main, especially if you're using a credit card with your name on the card, then using that as evidence for an appeal saying, if I was cheating, why would I be spending money on your game? Why would I be associating with my main that I've had for X amount of years, etc.? Like, use that in your argumentation. Like I said before, I think I'll get to it. When trading your alts to like refill them for the trading, buy the items from yourself. Don't transfer wealth without trying to keep it balanced. Just to be safe. I think it's good for just good money management so that if you always have liquid cash on you, you're always able to reload the accounts and just keep the trading flowing. You know what I mean? Like flowing, like good, keep it nice and flowing. So like I would take 4 mil worth of runes, not 4 mil worth of runes, it would be like 5 mil worth of runes I'd get off my account, but then I would give the account 4 more mil to go back and trade with. That was my strategy. So when you're trading, at least, do like 2 mil, 1 mil, whatever, but then always trade like when you're getting the runes. Again, I'm repeating myself, but I just want to make sure I'm being clear. When you're getting the runes, try to refill when you're restocking your accounts. Don't take all the runes, sell the runes, then give the money back to the accounts. It kind of looks like it's 2 different trades and it shouldn't matter, but I think it's just like a little bit of extra security if the value is being exchanged in one trade, not 2 different trades of just like giving things away and then giving them back. Because like we're worried about the automated. I believe that the Jagex employees are not banning these accounts. I think it's tripping automated systems, and then I think that when you appeal, it's probably some employee who's not being paid a lot of money. So then they're just like, and I don't want to throw this at, it's just how I see it. It's like, they're just like, oh God, appeal. Yeah, the number, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, this guy's, yep, ban. And oh, it's a free to play. Yeah, just ban him. Yeah, yep, we did it. We know what we're doing. Yeah, screw you guys. It's, you know what I mean? Like kind of one of those things. Because they only have so much time. It's not even to talk crap. It's just like they're employees. They have only so much time. They have to sift through millions of accounts, I'm sure. And whatever. That's all. We're just trying to avoid the automated detection. Because like the amount of labor we'd have to go into like on Reddit to like draw attention to ourselves. I'm hoping with our community here that we can help bring more light to the multi-scaping community so that Jagex ultimately stops false banning multi-scapers. That's kind of a part of the reason why I made this channel too. Is because if we get enough of us together and we all like then talk to Jagex together, like, hey, look at our accounts, motherfucker. Look at how we play the game so you can update your systems and people stop getting false banned. So then, to move on, to avoid bans on the tutorial island, I would just bite the bullet and do one each on each separate world. It's technically a little bit faster anyway. It's just a little bit more mental load. I just did the account busts in my video because it's easier. It's easier, but it's not as efficient. Doing them each world by themselves is more efficient, and then you're gonna not like draw attention to yourself because you don't have 10 accounts on the same world. I have out of the 500, doing them all on different worlds, I've only lost 3 accounts, and I'm pretty sure it was because of a VPN. If you're doing the quest run, just make sure you're trying to catch just watching your accounts and try to catch people asking if you're a bot or calling you a bot or whatever, and just say, hey, I'm an alt scaper. These aren't botters. These are trading alts. You know what I mean? And then point them to wherever, you know, the videos or my videos or whatever. Or there's plenty of other multi-scapers, whatever. Explain to them this is how you make money, or just like say stay broke, stay mad, like stuff like that. I say that sometimes too. Like stay broke. That's why you're poor, you know, etc. Stuff like that. But that's not good. I shouldn't be encouraging you guys to do that. Treat other players with love. Like treat other players with respect. We should be respecting each other. It's wrong for me to say that type of stuff. So I'm sorry. Not that it might stop an already reported account, but also just say, like, talking to the accounts if they investigate your macroing ban or something like that, then you'll have those conversations to fall back on as well. Do not use a VPN. I just recommend do not use a VPN. If you have a VPN on when you're on the browser, just turn it off. Just turn it off. Don't even. We want Jagex to see all activity on our IP. We want to be transparent. And I think it falls technically under a legal third-party program, and if an employee Jagex wants to rule it that way because of this, I think it's well within their right to. At the end of the day, they can ban any of us for whatever reason they want because it's their company. I've lost every single appeal so far, except for the one up here I was telling you about, with my credit card or whatever. But it seemed like an automated, because I've seen enough now, they seem automated, like the ban message too, so I'm just not sure if somebody's actually investigating or if they're just clicking a button, except for when I spent money on the accounts that got false banned. They were literally unbanned within 30 to 45 minutes. I think it's best for us to just take the L when we catch a ban, appeal it, whatever, but at the end of the day, we're at their will. I will go to their post. I saw a wall. Yeah, I got an internet post about their ban because a couple things on their website irks me a little bit. False bans happen. I was on the team before. I used to be on the team. If you don't want to be banned, just don't cheat, bro. Just don't cheat, bro. Like I see that shit all the time all over Reddit. Just don't cheat, bro. I'm probably gonna comment saying that, bro. Just don't cheat, bro. Bro, don't cheat. Obviously, if you're banned, it was because you were guilty, bro. Beyond a reasonable doubt, bro. This is like the United States court, bro. Yeah, you were banned, bro. Yeah, bro. Don't cheat. But yeah, now that it happened to me, I'm a lot bit more hesitant. Like, I know there's cheaters out there, obviously. They pretend to be not cheaters, obviously, because they want to cheat. You know what I mean? Get their accounts back and shit like that. But it's not. We're all people. We all make mistakes. They are not infallible. That's all I'm saying. I love Jagex. I'm not talking shit. I understand the position they're in. I'm just saying what I believe here. This isn't also a set of guarantees, and if anybody has any suggestions on how we can miss false bans, please join in the conversation below. Leave some comments, leave some advice down below about how we can help, maybe mitigate this. Maybe, you know what I mean? I think the best way for us to deal with this type of stuff is for us to just, like, build this community, not necessarily me, but the multi-scaping community up. There's other YouTubers out there who are doing multi-scaping stuff. Go support them. Join the Discord groups, find the stuff, whatever. If we all just start, like, making it more popular. I mean, Jagex accounts, they're 20 accounts anyway. So, yeah. Let me just hop to the website real quick, talk about that. The part that bothered me, but then we'll just wrap this up. So here, anti-cheating improvements. We'd like to take them over to talk about some of the areas we're focusing on this year and how they might impact our players. First area we'd like to talk about is so-called false bans. I don't like how they're like, this is like, this kind of tells a lot by their attitude that they're like so-called false bans, that they're just like, they I know there's people who are pretending to be false banners, but stuff like that, but it just kind of like, it leads off with a negative attitude to people who are claiming false bans. If you're active on social media, you've likely encountered players asking for their bans to be reviewed, stating that they were falsely applied. We want to reiterate that not everything you see on social media is fact. No shit. Thank you. But we thoroughly review bans before they're applied. Yes, I believe you want to, but I don't believe that because you're a company. And most companies, just my experience, they don't necessarily treat their employees the best. So then you're going to have disgruntled employees. There's a high likelihood that there will be at least one employee at your company who is disgruntled, not doing their best. So you can't, to me, say this, okay? You can't guarantee that. You can't guarantee this. And in almost all cases, the false bans are in fact applied correctly, with the appropriate supporting evidence to back up the action taken. Okay? Fair enough. Of all the bans we apply, approximately 0.036% of them are quashed after appeal. Okay, so the reason why this bugs me so much when I read this, I got super annoyed, is 0.3%. It's like, you're not equivocating, or what is it called? You're not, like, it's a false equivalency. It has nothing, like, the percentages of them that were, like, quashed, yes, you're catching a lot of botters, but do you think that like botters make how many accounts versus how many accounts do normal players make? I am a freak of nature. I'm making more accounts than most motherfuckers in the game. 99.99% of the community. And I don't know that many people who are making more than 750 accounts and have an extra maybe 1,000 on standby. You know what I mean? Like created to be worked on. Okay? How many of those people exist? How many? Okay? Now, botters, how many accounts do they make? Suicide botters. How many suicide bot farms do you think they make? Do you think they make tens of thousands? I've talked to some botters before, and they make tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of fucking accounts. So just because, if you're talking about raw bans and quashes, that is not a good estimation. You need to account for the fact that botters are making 4 million more accounts than normal people. And if you're going by account per account basis, obviously it's going to look super heavily slanted that you guys are like, that most false bans aren't real. Because you're equating, it's not a case by case with account to account. It's case by case per person to person. If you were to say like this, I mean, you can't track IPs, but like, you know what I mean? Like one botter owns 100,000 accounts and then 10 real players own 10 accounts. You could say that like 0.01% of the bans were quashed. You know what I mean? But it's not telling you the whole picture because there's only 6 individuals at play here when there's, but you're making it seem like that there isn't, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, okay? They do say that mistakes happen or whatever and stuff like that. But they are also trying to let us know that they're planning on trying to improve the appeal process so that hopefully people like us, hopefully, can get through to them in terms of transparency and stuff like that. And again, a lot of my channel and a lot of my yapping and all the shit I've been getting for yapping and whatever, it just honestly, it just makes me want to yap more. But anyway, that being aside, it's who I am. I'm a yapper. Anyway. I think we have a hopeful future, and like just take everything. Okay, that's all I think we need to talk about there, and then I'll just do my outro here, little chat, do my final thoughts, and we'll move on. So, Tutorial Island, make everybody in a different world. Try to have the expectation that some of your accounts are going to get banned, but if you know that once your accounts make it to the 20 hours or whatever, and then you start trading, you have like a 99% survival rate on your accounts, okay? Now that being said, don't move large volumes of gold from one account to the other. Try to trade evenly just so you don't trigger any false bans, okay? Or trigger any automated bans, because I feel like the problem we're going to run into is automated bans, because once the ban process starts, then we have a lot of work to just redo it, and it's honestly probably better to just not worry about the account getting banned, okay? Try to appeal, do whatever, but just try to get over it and just try to make another account. You know, if they ban one, make 5 more. You know what I'm saying? We are the Multi-Scape Army, and I think that's all. If I missed anything, yell at me down below in the comments, and if you've made it this far, you should probably subscribe. I don't know what else to say. Hopefully I covered all the questions, and if you got any more, just leave them in the comments, and I'll try to address them in another video. Daily content, John McGarrett's. Peace out, guys. Happy scaping. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you very much. Peace out.